Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bab Bubble. Today, we're diving into a topic that's truly mind-blowing, the secret world inside a baby's brain. You might look at a newborn and see a tiny, helpless being whose life revolves around sleeping, eating, and crying. But what if I told you that behind those big, curious eyes, there's a superpowered brain, learning and processing information at a speed we can barely comprehend? It's true. Babies know so much more than you think, and modern science is finally giving us a peek into their incredible cognitive world. Let's start from the very beginning. From the moment they're born, babies are like little scientists, constantly gathering data about their environment. You've probably noticed how a newborn will stare intently at your face. This isn't just a random gaze. Research shows that infants are hardwired to recognize and prefer human faces over any other object. Within just a few days of birth, a baby can distinguish their mother's face from a stranger's. This is a crucial survival mechanism, helping them to bond and connect with their primary caregiver. Their brains are creating a mental map of my person, the one who provides safety, food, and comfort. But it goes even deeper than just recognizing faces. Babies are also expert emotion detectors. Have you ever tried to fake a smile at a baby? They can often tell something is off. Studies using eye-tracking technology have shown that infants as young as a few months old can differentiate between happy, sad, and surprised expressions. They learn by watching us. When you smile at them, and they feel safe and loved, their brain makes a connection. This face means good things are happening. Conversely, if they see a fearful or angry face, their own stress levels can rise. They are mirroring our emotional states, learning the complex social cues that will govern their relationships for the rest of their lives. This is why a warm, responsive environment is so important. You are literally teaching your baby how to understand the human heart. Now, let's talk about language. For months, it seems like all you get are gurgles and coos. It's easy to think they aren't understanding anything you say. But the reality is, their brains are on fire with linguistic activity. Long before they utter their first word, babies are mastering the sounds and rhythms of their native language. Scientists call them universal listeners. A baby born in Japan can distinguish between the R and L sounds common in English, a distinction that most adult Japanese speakers find difficult. Similarly, a baby born in America can perceive the subtle tonal differences in Mandarin. However, this amazing ability starts to narrow down around 10 months of age. Their brain begins to specialize, focusing only on the sounds they hear every day. So, when you're talking, singing, or reading to your baby, even when they're just a tiny newborn, you are not just making noise. You are providing the critical data their brain needs to build the foundation for language. Every word you speak is a building block. They're learning about cadence, tone, and the musicality of speech. This is why a parenthesis voice that high-pitched, sing-songy way we naturally talk to babies is so effective. It exaggerates the sounds, making it easier for their developing brains to pick them apart and learn. But perhaps the most astonishing discovery from modern child psychology is that babies can engage in logical reasoning and problem solving. It's not complex algebra, of course, but it's a form of scientific thinking. Researchers have shown that infants have a grasp of basic physics. They expect a ball to fall down, not up. They're surprised if an object seems to pass through a solid wall. This is called the violation of expectation paradigm. When a baby sees something that defies the laws of nature as they understand them, they will stare at it longer, their brain working hard to figure out what just happened. They are also learning about cause and effect. A baby who shakes a rattle learns that their action creates a sound. This simple connection is a monumental cognitive leap. It's the beginning of understanding that they can have an impact on the world around them. When they drop a toy from their high chair over and over again, and I know it can be frustrating, they aren't just trying to annoy you. They are running an experiment. They're testing gravity, your reaction, and the sound the toy makes when it hits the floor. They are confirming their hypothesis that when I let go, it falls. So, what does all of this mean for us as parents, caregivers, and educators? It means that the first few years of life are an unparalleled window of opportunity for learning. The brain is developing at an explosive rate, forming more than 1 million new neural connections every single second. This period is not just about keeping the baby fed and safe, it's about nurturing their mind. But nurturing their mind doesn't mean you need to buy expensive brain-boosting toys or flashcards. The most powerful tool for cognitive development is you. It's the simple, everyday interactions that matter most. When you respond to their babbles as if you're having a real conversation, you're teaching them the back and forth rhythm of communication. When you play peekaboo, you're teaching them about object permanence, the idea that things still exist even when you can't see them. This is a foundational concept for abstract thought. Think of yourself as a tour guide for your baby's journey into the world. Point things out. Narrate your day. I'm washing the bright red apple. Listen to the dog barking outside. This rich sensory input helps their brain build a complex and detailed understanding of their environment. Reading books together, even from a very young age, exposes them to new words, pictures, and concepts, wiring their brain for literacy later on. Allowing them safe spaces to explore, to touch different textures, to move their bodies freely, helps them learn through their senses and develop motor skills that are intrinsically linked to cognitive growth. It's also important to remember that every baby develops at their own pace. There's no race to the finish line. The key is providing a stimulating, responsive, and loving environment where their natural curiosity can flourish. When a baby feels secure and connected, they have the confidence to explore, to experiment, and to learn. Stress, on the other hand, can hinder this process. A calm and predictable routine helps their brains feel safe, freeing up mental energy for the important work of discovery. The science of early childhood development is constantly evolving, but one thing remains clear: the tiny humans in our care are far more capable and aware than we ever imagined. They are active learners, not passive recipients. They are deciphering the world with a brilliance that is both humbling and inspiring. The next time you look into a baby's eyes, remember the incredible universe of thought, emotion, and discovery happening within. You're not just looking at a baby, you're looking at the most powerful learning machine on the planet. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found this fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the science of human development. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What's something surprising your baby has done that made you realize how much they're taking in? Share your stories with our community. Until next time, stay curious.